So once you've decided what are the main topics, how your mind map should be done, and you've seen the main contents of the mind map, we recommend going through the step of MCQs next, right? So in this phase, what happens is that our team of content creators, the same people who created the mind map, will go on to different textbooks which have multiple choice questions or the questions that have come in the previous year papers. They will take the mind map that you have decided, and at the same time they will add questions related to that mind map only. Okay, these questions are absolutely from the mind map or related to the topic of the mind map that come in the exam. Now what happens is sometimes, you will have a question which whose answer is not there in this mind map. That is when the content creator will recommend that, let's add that point in the mind map so that we don't have to struggle, or the student doesn't have to struggle in order to find that point. Okay, so that's also done with the help of the content creator. So once the mind map is corrected in terms of content, it again goes through the phase of multiple choice questions, where we find the questions and we place it onto a Word document. It's a Google document. This Google document is there so that it's dynamic again, just like how XMind is dynamic in the last phase, the Google document is dynamic. So till now, just to revise, we started with the Google Sheets, we went to XMind, again dynamic, Google Docs, again dynamic. So every change that you're doing is visible to everyone. Okay, so what are the responsibilities of an SME in this phase? I told you what the content creator is doing. But as a subject matter expert, your responsibility is to review each question, because this question may have come from a textbook or from a from a website or whatever it is, and they will write the references. So like this question is from Dentosphere. So you can recommend your content creator that, listen, use these textbooks so that it's easier for me to correct the question. Okay, the second thing is, if the question is accurate and relevant, place the tick in the corresponding checkbox. So here there is a corresponding checkbox which says question approved by subject matter expert. You have to put a tick over here so that we know that this question is okay according to you. And then we have a question which is incorrect. Suppose you think, oh, this question is irrelevant to this topic, it's going to come somewhere else. So in that case, you either modify the question or decide not to use it in the book. Right, which means you will not put your tick mark over here. Okay, now mind map update. Okay, so you have to go to the mind map, access the relevant mind map that is there. Now that mind map is going to be there on XMind, not on Canva, on XMind. And we have to use the pin feature, in the sense that we are going to take that particular topic. Okay, now suppose a lot of questions were asked from a certain branch of your mind map. Then we are going to take a pin and we are going to pin that question in that area, that okay, this is important. I would say for ease of communication, at least in our internal team, we go clockwise and we have a numbering system for the branch also. So since we are starting clockwise in a mind map, this branch is number 1, right? And this branch is just number 2. It's as simple as that. Here, this one is 1, this one is 2. So we will say that, okay, if I have to put a pin, I will say put a pin on branch number 2 and sub branch number 3, because this is branch number 2 and this is 1, 2, 3. So this is sub branch number 3. So that's how you can actually converse where to put the pin. Again, it's your choice whether you want to do it after it's come on the book or you want to do it on Canva. So we've kept both the options here, either on Canva or the book. But a lot of our SMEs say that it should be done at this phase only, not at the end, because it's easier to add points directly to XMind. However, if you are a subject matter expert who already knows what points are coming for the exam, then you can do it later, because in that case you will not have missed a lot of points and it's okay to do a few corrections. But if you're not confident about the questions that come for an examination, then please let your content creator do it at this stage itself. For documentation, please make sure that it's there on your Google document. Put the check boxes inside and make sure it has been updated, like this entire document is updated on all important areas. Okay, final review and compilation. We have our technical team who will basically have to use this document in order to put it onto the app. The student will be able to solve the question after each mind map. So this Google document needs to be very well organized. So this is the final review and compilation. It should be in the order, it should have all your tick marks and everything incorporated into the mind map. and then you obtain final approval from the relevant department head before proceeding for book release, because book release also means release with the multiple choice questions. So this document, again, as I said, is important because we have to give it to our technical team who has to upload it on the app. Yeah.